The 1990s was an exciting time in the entertainment world. With the rise of 3D graphics and CGI, never before seen experiences were being developed while the technology progressed at breakneck speeds. Thanks to the PlayStation and 3D hardware in the PC space, people were starting to see their once 2D games move into the third dimension. But it wasn't just games where change was happening. Movies had increasingly used CGI, and in 1995, Toy Story became the first fully computer-animated feature film. An early focus seemed to be bugs, or insects. In fact, what is the difference? Gaming was also overrun with creepy crawlies, whether it was the licensed games for the mentioned films, or other ones like Spider or Bumble. There was no shortage of games to be buzzed about.
That's it, I'm getting out of here.
Enter 1996's Banzai Bug. Released in December of '96 and developed by Gravity and published by Grolier Interactive, it was marketed as the flight sim with an attitude. You play as Banzai across 8 levels as he tries to escape the house of an exterminator. But before we get onto the review, how do you actually play this game in 2023? The Collection Chamber is a great website that hosts abandonware titles, lovingly updated to work better on modern hardware. This version of the game comes bundled with PCM, an emulator of older PC hardware already configured to run the game. Simply download the game from the website, extract the zip file, and run the installer, and soon you too will be collecting cheese for your clearly Mexican but somehow Swiss friend.
You're not from around here, huh?
No, man. I'm from Switzerland.
Banzai!
So now that it's set up, is Banzai Bug actually any good?
Freedom! Uh-oh, happy wings.
It didn't win any Game of the Year awards, but it's a fun way to spend an hour.
Out there, surrounded by all that beauty.
As I said before, there are 8 levels, but they do get very repetitive. But the best thing about this game are the story cutscenes. It gives the game just so much character. While there are some levels that are quite difficult, because no one wants to spend all that money for a game that they're finished in 20 minutes, you'll find yourself pushing through just to find out what happens next in the story.
That evil exterminator had invented some really nasty robo-bugs that patrolled everywhere!
There's a little bit of variation in the gameplay, so you're either just getting to the end of the level, or you're facing off against one of the family members, or collecting stuff. The only level I really struggled with was the one where you collect the earwax, and that's just because of the controls. Like, this is an early to mid 90s game, so it's not going to control amazingly, but it was difficult to defeat the red enemies, because they're quicker and they home more to the people that you're trying to protect, but the other levels were really quite quick and they didn't overstay their welcome.
The biggies couldn't stand it, and they ran out the front door, just like Sluggo said they would!
But that's it for Banzai Bug. I had fun playing it, and you probably will too.
The house was ours, and so was love.
But stay tuned for some Halloween videos.
Swell that ends swell.